are Allah's proof. So the concept of taqleed that we see in this day and age, that we see some people come and say, well, it's a new phenomena. It was created after the ghaiba of the Imam Mahdi.
Well, it's not a new phenomenon.
It's not. During the time of Imam Al Hadi alayhi salam, even Imam Al Sadiq alayhi salam, Imam will send someone to another province. He will say, you go sit there, sit in the masjid, after nas, give fatwa to people. Well, that's exactly what our maraja will do.
Even in Holy Quran, we've got a verse which says that some people from some groups go to the other places and try to teach people the Islamic ideas and Islamic teachings.
Yes.
I don't remember the verse.
Yes,
yeah,
very beautiful.
Exactly.
True. So this concept is there. It's in Quran. Again, not even to Imam Al Hadi alayhi salam. During the time of Imam Sadiq alayhi salam, the Imam says, you said, I would love for you to sit in a masjid and give fatwa.
Yeah.
So right now we see our Maraj also doing the same thing. Also the Imams of Ahl Bayt alayhim salam, they given us criteria that follow the marja, man kana sa'an nafsih, muti'an li mawla, mukhalifan li hawa, and they have given 6, 7 very, very strong and very hard to attain level of piety and qualification. So in that case, فَلِلْعَوَامِهَ يُقَلِّدُ, come sit. So Imam Hadi did set up a platform. Same thing for Imam Hassan Askari alayhi salam. They show to people, you can come to us, but we will write for you. And even if when we see when the Imam Mahdi Ajalullah Ta'ala Faraj Sharif goes to occultation, right away the minor one starts, not the major one. During the minor one, he specifies these are the 4 people. And still his letters are going. So the transformation from people being with the Imam and not being with the Imam, it went smoothly.
So smoothly,
It wouldn't go like suddenly people won't see the Imam, so they would panic. No, slowly they were not able to see. For example, Imam Musa ibn Ja'far al-Kadhim alayhi salam in jail, on and off. And then Imam al-Jawad, Imam al-Rida alayhi salam, and Imam Jawad, people, okay, let him get out of the panic that you cannot see the Imam. And then Imam al-Hadi, restriction. Imam Hassan Askari, more restriction, and very young, both of them being martyred. And then Imam al-Mahdi comes, again, not right away removed from the people. Imam identify 4 specific representatives and then writes letters to them. People through these representatives send letters to Imam al-Mahdi, so the communication was there until the greater occultation starts after about 70 years. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, even though his occultation is due to our own fault, it's due to our own sins that he went to occultations. It's one of the main cause of Imams going to occultation, because of the Muslims, one after one they poisoned and killed the Imam. They didn't protect the Imam, they didn't learn from the Imam. Allah says, well, the last one I'll keep it until you come together as a community, you become pious, and I see that you sincerely, eagerly, not like you wrote for Imam Hussein alayhi salam, since we are in the presence of the shrine of Abu Abdullah Hussein, 18,000 people, you write to Imam Hussein to come, and then you betray him. Well, this time you have to show something much higher. You will be in the darkness. Even this darkness, Allah from His mercy, I'm not going to leave you alone. I will leave you maraja. I will make you true that they are not being appointed directly by Imam al-Mahdi Ajalullah Ta'ala Faraj Sharif.
Imam Mahdi is also called Baqiyatullah, the remnant of Almighty God, because Almighty has kept him as a remnant to be reappeared in the time that only Almighty knows which time is that, and inshallah in that time inshallah he will reappear. But going through what Imams after Imam Kadhim alayhi salam and Imam Rida and the other Imams, especially Imam Ali Al Hadi, we are talking about him tonight. It's not their only objective to prepare people for the for Imam Mahdi alayhi salam, this event which happens. What are the other things that we can learn today from Imam Al Hadi, for example, because tonight we are spending the time of the martyrdom anniversary of Imam Al Hadi alayhi salam, things that we can just get great lessons from his life, from his teachings, from whatever he has taught us. What are things that we can just have
beautiful
these days?
As my audience, they know typically that I don't talk that much about history unless we can take something from the history to apply it lessons, so we can apply it for today's age and for our future. If not, just talking about a history without learning any lessons from it, there is no benefit.
It's only a story, let's say.
Like Quran also. Like you bring stories from the Holy Quran. And for example, you bring the story of life of Prophet Yusuf ala nabiyina alayhi salam. You read it, very beautiful story. And okay, and then you're as a young individual, you're alone with the opposite gender. Well, what will you do? Will you do like Prophet Yusuf ala nabiyina alayhi salam says, ma'adallah, and run away from the circumstances and situation? Or no, I've read this story, well, it's good for Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam. No, I'm going to stay here and try to fight it. No. Prophet Yusuf to that level says, ma'adallah, he seeks refuge in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he runs toward the door. Even the door is locked. So he's showing to Allah, I'm putting the effort and rest in your hand. So all of these lessons within the stories of Holy Quran and the hadith and the lives of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam is for us to learn something. We see during the life of Imam Al Hadi alayhi salam, Waqifiyya still have a very prominent role within the community. Those who, after Imam Musa ibn Ja'far al-Kadhim alayhi salam, they stopped and they said there's no longer Imam al-Rida. Imam Musa ibn Ja'far al-Kadhim alayhi salam was the last Imam. Even though Imam al-Rida alayhi salam writes to them that I am the Imam and come back, they don't. So we see the Khulafa al-Abbasi, they emphasized and they basically empowered Waqifiyya. So to show that Imam al-Hadi and the rest of the Imams, they don't have that much influence. They are no longer Imams like Imam al-Rida.
Because Waqifiyya were supported by Abbasid.
That's one group. And we see the Ghulat, those who came and talked about Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam beyond what they are and beyond their status, and basically thinking and saying that they are God. So we see different sects of Islam was created after Imam Rida alayhi salam.
Also, I think Ash'ara also, they
Ash'ara and Mu'tazila, all of these people.
Yeah.
There were many sects. So Imams of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam, Imam Al Hadi alayhi salam comes and he introduces to them and to you and us all the way to the end of judgment, who are Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam. Are they like God, na'udhu billah, or they are God like Ghulat have said, or Waqifiyya, Imam Rida alayhi salam, or Ash'ari, all the Imams. What is Imam roles in our lives? What is his resume, basically, for a lack of better term? When we go to get hired for a job, they say, okay, bring your resume, bring your CV. What have you done? What are you capable to doing? Imam brings us a beautiful ziyarah called Ziyarat, Jami' al-Kabirah. A beautiful dua, which we have a couple of stories and narrations from Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam and from Imam al-Mahdi ajalallahu ta'ala faraj sharif, which he emphasizes on recitation of Ziyarat Jami' al-Kabirah. We have a famous story that a person was lost. It's a long story, and Imam tells him three things. When you're lost, if you don't want to get lost anymore, if you want to find the truth, and many other things. First, Salat al-Layl, night prayer. And Imam, each one of them, Imam al-Mahdi ajalallahu ta'ala faraj sharif, emphasizes three times. Salatul Layl, Salatul Layl, Salatul Layl. Night prayer, night prayer, night prayer. And then he asks questions. Imam says Ashura, 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 emphasizing on Ziyarat Ashura, specifically between parentheses, during the time that we are living right now. And all of these viruses, all of these tragedies, all of these financial problems, all of these family issues, all of these social issues, psychological issues, all of these issues, we have numerous ahadith and numerous recommendations from our maraja to keep Ziyarat Ashura and read it on a daily basis, which will protect you from many illnesses, from many family issues, social issues, all the issues and challenges that we are facing.
In such a situation in the past, when there was a bad disease just spreading among people, and when people asked the marja at that time, what should we do? He tells them that you need to recite Ziyarat Ashura. So when Shia Muslim, actually it happened in Samarra, when this disease just spread there, people started to recite Ziyarat Ashura, and that disease didn't affect them anymore. But those who didn't believe in Ahlul Bayt, they kept dying for that disease until they also understood that there is this mystery between the Shia Muslims and the others, because they are not dying for this disease, but they are dying. So, and they asked them that, what is happening to you? What are you doing? What, you aren't dying for this disease? They tell them that, okay, we are asked and we are told to recite Ziyarat Ashura. So also the enemies of Ahlul Bayt, or those who love and like enemies of Ahlul Bayt, start to recite Ziyarat Ashura, so they get relief from
Very famous story. Oh, definitely. So that's Ashura. And then the third one, Imam Mahdi ajalallahu ta'ala faraj sharif states Jami'ah, Jami'ah, Jami'ah. Ziyarat Jami' al-Kabirah, similar, or we can say equal, copy paste, the same way that people during the life of Imam Al Hadi alayhi salam saw many sects and many paths of disobedience of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was there, and everybody claimed that we are the path to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Let me open a parenthesis. There is a discussion that unfortunately we see a lot within our Shia community also. That path to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is as the amount of the people. So we have 7 billion people. That many paths we have to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
But this is not true.
Completely it contradicts Quran. Completely, and it obviously contradicts Quran, contradicts the hadith of Ahl Bayt, and this Ziyarat Jami'ah.
The path is just like a highway, so people need to come to this highway, not to everyone take his own path and says that, okay, my path is going to lead to Almighty.
Very true, because first of all, Surah Al-Hamd we read, Ihdina as-sirat al-mustaqim.
As
As-sirat al-mustaqim. Alif Lam means the right path. So that is one. We will not say, okay, Ihdina as-sirat. Okay, Shia has a right with him. They call the relativity of truth. Shia has truth with him. Non-Shia, they are truth. Hindus are truth. Christians are truth. Jews, everybody has the truth.
It says ihdina siratan mustaqiman
Surat.
with tanween,
Yes.
and then it is just maybe lots of different ways, but it is as-sirat, as you said, it's just like B.
Ihdina as-sirat al-mustaqim. That's number one. Number two, we read in Ayatul Kursi. يخرجهم من الظلمات. Dhulumat being plural, Allah extracts them from plural, many path, ila nur, one nur, one light. So we see it happened before, it's happening now because Rasulullah Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam stated that similar to Prophet Musa's time and Prophet Isa's time, ala nabina wa alayhi salam, my ummah will divide into 73 sects. Only one of them will attain salvation and will be in heaven. The rest will be astray. So which is that one path? So we come to conclusion. Both the Shia and the non-Shia agree that hadith is from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Everybody claims to be that one path, to be that on that right path. So which is it? So we see that happened. Right now Imam Al Hadi alayhi salam comes and says it within the Ziyarat Jami'ah al-Kabirah, beautifully elaborate.
Great. Can I ask you to have this topic, which is a great topic actually, I'm so interested in it and it's very informative actually. Let's have this topic here and have a short break as my brothers in the control room have prepared beautiful shows from the inside of the holy shrine of Imam Al Hadi alayhi salam and Imam Hussein Askari in Samara. So let's have a short break and then we will be back again by the recitation to Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajah.
تشكركم سامرة واسونا منتظرين مجلسكم بالحضرة تبكون وتلطمون كل عام وتخدمون تبكون وتلطمون كل عام وتخدمون تشكركم سامرة تشكركم سامرة واسونا منتظرين مجلسكم يلا قول آخر مرة كل خطوة تشكركم سامرة واسونا منتظرين مجلسكم بالحضرة تبكون وتلطمون هلا كل عام وتخدمون تبكون تشكركم سامرة يلا عيوننا للملقى ظلت تبكي قبل عيونكم عيوننا للملقى ظلت تبكي قبل عيونكم هاي سامرة الحبيبة بغربة تصبح دونكم هاي سامرة الحبيبة بغربة عيوننا للملقى ظلت تبكي قبل عيونكم هاي سامرة الحبيبة بغربة تصبح دونكم يلا يا سمار الخدمة بيكم ما نقول شلونكم يا سمار الخدمة بيكم ما نقول شلونكم ومو عجب لون المنارة ضيا يعشق لون ومو عجب لون المنارة ضيا يلا حبكم وردة بستان والمجلس سندانة واحدكم مثل الطير ويرفرف جنحان حبكم وردة بستان والمجلس سندانة واحدكم مثل الطير ويرفرف جنحانه نوماس بين الناس خدام رفعت راس نوماس.
Assalamu alayka ya Ali ibn Muhammad Al Hadi alayhi salam. Once again, I would like to send my condolences to all of you, dear brothers and sisters, respected viewers of Imam Hussein TV channel. You are watching. Welcome to Karbala live show, which is, as I said, is an exclusive show. We are speaking and talking about Imam Al Hadi alayhi salam by the presence of our respected guest, Sheikh Mustafa Akhound. Sheikhna, just back to our topic and conversation. You said that Ziyarat al-Jami'ah, which has been said and taught to us by Imam Al Hadi alayhi salam, is kind of resume of Ahlul Bayt salawatullahi wa salamu alayhim ajma'in. How do you say that?
Because within the Ziyarat Jam' al-Kabirah, again, a lot of people come and ask me, we want to know the status of the Imam. Again, we don't want to be the ghulat, and we don't want to be like people who have left Imams of Ahlul Bayt alayhim.
What do you mean with ghulat? If you just introduce
Again, ghulat are those people who believed Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam to have the role of God. Or some people even higher than that, that they are God. They are, because I mean, some people, they see Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam have everything in their hand. They say, okay, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, maybe He created and He left everything. No, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is part of our life. But He has given a very, very important role to the lives, to the Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam, that because of them He created us, because of them He created the whole universe. We read in Hadith al-Kisa that the sun and the moon and the earth and everything was created because of the mahabba. هؤلاء الخمسة الذين هم تحت الكساء. Because of the love of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam, the whole universe was created, everything, and the Imams of Ahlul Bayt alayhim
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, viewers of Imam Hussein TV. Welcome to our live show tonight. Anger is the topic. Why is it that at certain moments in life, some people actually regret the mistakes they make? They erupt suddenly. Perhaps
عليكم يا أهل بيت النبوة وموضع الرسالة. We get to ومختلف الملائكة. We say salam to you upon the Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam, those who frequently visited by the angels. So we come and we elaborate. Why do angels frequently come and visit the Imams of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam? What do the angels do? Everything that happens in this world done by angels.
Yeah. They are the messengers.
They are the messenger. Imams of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam, I believe Imam Ali alayhi salam says every drop of rain that comes to the earth, an angel delivers it to a specific point. We think everything is vain, just rains and moves on. No, every drop, Imam says, angel delivers it, and this angel goes up, doesn't come back to the earth. Another angel comes and delivers another drop. The soul comes to the womb of the mother, done by the angel. The creation of the baby, done by the angel. Angel take the soul, angel Israel. And everything is done in this universe is done by angels, by the order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Jibreel reveals revelation to the Holy Prophet. All the angels. وَمُخْتَلَفَ الْمَلَائِكَةِ.
So we can scientifically say that angels are all the rules which are established between the objects and the things and everything that is affecting on the other
True.
things, you know, we can say the
Everything.
rules, if we can say.
Very true. By the order of Allah
By
subhanahu
the order
wa
of
ta'ala.
Allah, yeah.
So Imams of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam says, Imam Ali alayhi salam says, if an angel wants to move the amount of glance of an eye, like how much it can be, without our permission, Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam, it will vanish.
Subhanallah.
So مختلف الملائكة. If I come for example, once a week I'm honored to come to the studio and prepare the lecture that we have, the tafsir session. This is not called مختلف. مختلف is the one that comes, for example, you are مختلف. Every day you come and go
Maybe
back.
several times in a day, you know,
In a
not
day,
only
so
one.
this is called مختلف, that goes back and forth during the day. Imams of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam, everything that happens in this world, by the angels, by the order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, needs a signature by the Imam. So, and this is just a glance of this dua. This is one segment of it. This segment I can give 1 hour lecture about it, about the angels, the different kind of angels, what is the job of and title of every angel, and so much and so
So
forth.
how great should the level of Imam be to be a receiver of all those angels? All the angels come to him, Imam confirms their job, their duty, and then they go for their job.
Well,
and
Allah
what they
has
have.
given him this power. Again, this is very important for us to keep in mind. Everything that they are doing and the power that they have received, everything is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They don't have anything from themselves. It's all from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah has given them this authority. For example, we see, for example, within the life of Prophet Musa ala nabiyina wa alayhi salam and Prophet Khidr. Prophet Khidr kills that kid.
Yeah.
Well, he's been ordered by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to take the soul. One day, Angel Azrael takes the soul. One day, Prophet Khidr. So they are Allah's representative. Allah's representative should have the characteristics of Allah. But that's why we call them Aynullah, Udhunullah, Wajhullah, the eye of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the ears of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the tongue of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah doesn't have physical body. They are, this is very beautiful to keep in mind, they are the manifestation of Allah's attributes. I will repeat this. Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam, starting from Rasulullah Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alayhi, all the way to our beloved Imam Mahdi ajalallah ta'ala faraj sharif, they are the manifestation of Allah's attribute. We want to know Allah's mercy. For example, we read وَمَعْدِنَ الرَّحْمَةِ, core of mercy. What is the difference between ma'din and then وَخُزَّانَ الْعِلْمِ? Why ma'din and khuzan? Khuzan means hoarder. The person who stores something. For example, you have a storage and you store something. Khuzan, khazina,
Yeah.
when you store something. Why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when it comes to mercy, says ma'din, but when it comes to ilm, he says khuzan. Ma'din, mine. Core of mercy. Mine, everything has within itself. It gives out,
yeah,
like gold mine. It's within it, you go and extract it. Khuzan, no, you come and you store something in it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, throughout the tongue of Imam Al Hadi alayhi salam, because everything they say, it's from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Khuzan, Allah has placed His knowledge in the heart of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam. They are the one who will spread it. People will say, well, then why? How comes that we don't receive that knowledge? Like, why can't Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala communicate with us directly? I always give them this example. Every country has a generator for power.
Yeah.
The origin and the generator power generates thousands and thousands and thousands of voltage of electricity. The light that we have within this studio takes 20, 30, 40, 50, 100, 200. If this light says, well, I want to be directly connected to the original power,
It will explode.
It will explode. It won't be able to take it. So during the way, it has breaker. One break from, for example, this whole building receives 1000 volts, and then this 1000 volts spreads through all these lights that we see. Imams of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam, Allah created them in a way that they are able to receive the knowledge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We read in a segment within Ziyarat, they are the one who keep Allah's secret. Allah has a secret. They are the one who hold the secret. The level that they have achieved. Again, we have to read this dua, and every segment, just think about it. وَمُنْتَهَى الْحِلْمِ. All of this, there are many stories. I mean, the time is very short.
Yeah, unfortunately.
The ultimate degree of forbearance. What is forbearance? Imam Ali alayhi salam tells Imam Hassan alayhi salam after he's been struck by Ibn Muljam, may Allah's curse be upon him, that he struck me one, you can struck him one. If I stay alive, I know how to deal with him. Definitely we know from other stories that they would have forgive the Imam.
Who would forgive him?
Starting with Rasulullah Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alayhi, that one day sleeping under a tree, and a person comes and stands above his head and holding the sword.
Yeah.
He says, Muhammad, who's going to save you from my sword? Rasulullah looks at the sky, he says, Almighty God. He looks up, Rasulullah changes position, he falls down, he takes the sword, Rasulullah stands on his chest, he says, who saves you from me? He says, your rahmah, your mercy.
Yeah.
And Rasulullah tells him, you go. From these kind of stories, numerous, or the person comes to Imam Hassan al-Mustafa alayhi salam from Sham. Imam Hassan, Khalifatullah, Imam with his companions, he comes and he curses Imam Hassan and his father to his face. I mean, somebody comes curses us, I mean, sometimes it's very hard to take it.
Sure.
But the person, I know my son here, sometimes he goes to school, he says, Dad, when they curse me, I don't care. But when they say something about you, I will really get angry. And who is that? I mean, Imam Hassan's that Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen, Khalifatullah, Wasiyya Rasuleh, Amir al-Mu'mineen, Nafsu Rasul. This person comes and curse and insult. Imam says, when he finishes, if you don't have clothes, we will clothe you. You stranger, we will give you comfort, we will give you clothes, we will give you food. So the ultimate degree of forbearance. So when we see these things, again, we see this, wife and husband get into a fight. Well, I read this dua. This is the Imams of Ahl Bayt alayhi salam. I always says, Ya laytana kunna ma'akum ta Aba Abdullah al-Hussein. Okay, I wish we were with you on the day of Ashura. Well, today, I have a responsibility to bring their teachings, what they want. Us defending the Imam physically, or us defending the teachings of Imam. I'm going to see, because my kids are seeing me. When my wife and I will get into disagreement, if I raise my voice, she raises her voice, I use bad language, she uses bad language, what kind of household we have and what are we teaching to the next generation? We say love Ahl al-Bayt, love Imam Hussein,
but we
love,
just do something
the opposite
totally
completely.
Opposite, yeah.
So this dua, and I think the reason why we keep reading it, okay, we say وَمُنْتَحَ الْحِلْم, forbearance. We think Imams of Ahl Bayt, they are the ultimate degree of forbearance they have. Okay, I need to have at least, they have, for example, if we just want to scale it, 1 to million, they have the million. Yeah. At least I have to get to the 10th and start slowly. Imam says, Imam alayhi salam, Imam Ali, I believe, says, إِن لَمْ تَكُنْ حَلِيمًا فَتَحَلَّمْ. If you don't have forbearance, fake it until you make it. Just keep saying, I have hilm, I have forbearance, until. So a household with forbearance will raise a good children that inshallah they will be a good servant of Imam Mahdi ajalallah ta'ala faraj al-sharif. So this is a segment that I wanted to talk about. There are many segments, I just went through it. The English translation is online. If they go to ziyarat.org, that action becomes a very good action plan for them. Inshallah, our viewers will go and to ziyarat.org as soon as they finish this thing, and they put Ziyarat al-Kabirah. The Arabic and the English is a very good translation.
When can people just recite Ziyarat Jami'ah? In the Ziyarah and Ziyarah of, or visitation of any Imam, Mu'mineen and Mu'minat can recite Ziyarat Jami'ah, or no, it has a special time, a special place to recite Ziyarat Jami'ah? Can you also just give us some information?
Very good question. It is recommended for us when we visit the shrines of Ahl Bayt alayhim salam to read Ziyarat Jami'ah al-Kabirah in all of the Imams. And at the end, it has a segment that, for example, if you are in the shrine of Amir al-Mu'mineen Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam, you don't say wa ila jaddika, you say wa ila akhika, because Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alayhi, the brother of Imam Ali alayhi salam. But when you go to the rest of the Imams, you say wa ila jaddika, Allah sent the Ruh al-Amin. That's, if we get a chance, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, all the viewers of Imam Hussein TV 3, to have this blessing to come and visit the shrine of Imam Hussein alayhi salam and Ahl Bayt alayhi salam at least once a year. Ilahi Ameen. If not, let them have it, for example, Monday night, Tuesday night, weekly, at least once a week. During the morning, Maghrib time, Thursday night, Dua Kumail, after we finish Dua Kumail, we Ziyarat Jami'ah al-Kabir, anytime. But let us have a routine of every week, this specific time, I'm going to sit in my room. If I have my family, my kids and stuff, I start putting in a projector on a TV or a laptop. Okay, here's the verses, and slowly I talk about them, I read them, so slowly they will learn, because this is the era of ignorance. The darkness of ignorance that we are living in is getting darker and darker and darker. If we don't hold and tight the heart of our kids with Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam, they will go astray.
Despite all that technology and the internet connections and the things that we have, you say that it's the era of ignorance?
It is their era of ignorance. The reason why we see ignorance when an individual gets married to a tree, when an individual gets married to a robot, when an individual
Get married to himself.
Their dog and their animals are more valuable to them than their own kids. This is the time of ignorance. Ignorance that I remember my wife and I, we used to, we walked in the mall. This was about 5-6 years ago. We were walking one of the malls in Washington, D.C. We saw a long line, like probably we walked half an hour, and it was a very long line. We tried to see like what is they're trying to buy. The end of the line, it was a shoe store. They were selling the new one of the athletes' shoes for $180. People standing in line to be the first people to wear the shoes. So when they go to their school, they can show, I have the new X shoes, and they can show off.
So there's a side of ignorance.
Yes, because that basically, I don't have a value. This shoes is giving me value. Look at me. Don't look at my morality. Don't look at my knowledge. Don't look at my endeavors. No, look at my shoes. Or people who stand in line to get the new iPhone. Or I can give hours and hours of lectures about the modern ignorance. Right now, for example, we talk about during the time of era of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and how the Jahilin, ignorant people, used to bury their daughters alive. Well, we have abortion right now. It's a copy paste. What is different?
But in another way.
In another way. They used to, when the baby was born around, well, we have these abortion laws and all of this that they can do it. So we have modern ignorance, which is much more dangerous. Or for example, Daesh, or all of these religious fanatics who come and use the name of Islam and they behead people, and how much they get people in, and all of these isms that every day we see a new ism is introduced to this world. Well, it's ignorance. People, for example, I saw, and I did research, in India, they started worshipping one of the presidents, Donald Trump. They're worshipping him. They have a temple for him, and it was
some, I don't know, water or what.
So it's ignorance, or they worship rats, and so on and so forth. So we respect everybody. We're not disrespecting, but this is ignorance that you come, okay, because I believe that maybe my ancestors have transferred into a rat, well, I'm going to worship rat, and how this rat can help me. So in this darkness, we need light. We read in this dua, وَمَصَابِيحُ الدُّجَى, the lanterns in darkness. Imam Hussein alayhi salam, مصباح الهدى وسفينة النجاة, Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam, they are the lanterns in darkness. Well, I need to go left, right, I'm not sure. In every decision I'm about to make, Imam Ali alayhi salam tells in Tuhaf al-Uqul to Malik al-Ashtari, to Kumail, Ya Kumail, ما من حركة إلا وأنت محتاج فيها إلى معرفة. Every movement you're about to make, you are in need of knowledge before this. I want to get married. How many of our youth, they have some basic knowledge about the rights of their spouse? We have Imam Zain al-Abidin alayhi salam in Risalat al-Huquq, he has introduced it. You give me an aspect in our life that Imams of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam have not given us a teaching, as far as marriage, creation of the baby, wife and husband relationship, business, work ethics, whatever you think of it.
Only in Risalat al-Huquq that you've just mentioned by Imam Sajjad alayhi salam, there are various things that Imam is talking about for the huquq, for the rights of the things upon each other, which even in the UN we can't find them.
Very true.
And they are not as complete as what Imam Sajjad alayhi salam said in his Risala, in his saying about the laws, Risalat al-Huquq, which is called.
Very true. And it's a very short, and actually we want to always have action plans within our lectures. So the first action plan was for them to go and get Ziyarat al-Kabirah and start going through it. You don't have to finish it one night. Every day you can read 5 or 10 segments and think while you're driving to work or to school. Think about how can I bring this segment again? We talked about forbearance or darkness. Am I living the life of darkness within my akhlaq, with my morality? my aqa'id, my usul al-din, my tawheed, my adala, my imamah that I have, can I prove to non-Shia the reason why I am following Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam as the Khalifa right away after Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alayhi, and everyone else is astray except Ali ibn Abi Talib? He's haq, he's the truth, even though he might be one. I remember one of the youth came to me and said, Sheikh, well, we see the non-Shia are a majority and Shias are a minority. I said that is a wrong mentality to have. This is a wrong concept to have, to think of majority. Because if you want to think about majority, well, majority of the people of the world are not Muslims. They are Christian. So should we go and transfer and convert to Christianity because of the majority? No. You have to come to conclusion that this is the right path based on logical reason. Or I remember I asked one of the youth, he was about 24 years old or 25 years old. I told him, who said Allah is one? How can you prove that Allah is one? Who told you Allah is one? And you can prove his existence. He tells me that my grandmother used to put me to sleep at nighttime. The bedtime stories she would tell me that God is one. I said, well, good for you, but right now your kid during this era, you won't be able to tell them my grandmother told me that Allah is one, and I believe Allah.
Prove it for him.
You have to prove it. You have to have logical and rational reasoning. So my aqa'id, is it strong? My ahkam, I remember I walked into one of the masajid's washroom and I saw the person doing wudu 180 degrees wrong.
Oh my God.
He didn't wipe his head. He was doing left and then right. He washed his face after that. I told him, well, sorry, this is not the right way. He said, Sheikh, 24 years, since 15 until now, let's say 25, 10 years, I'm doing it this way. Well, this shows that he spent time on researching job for himself. He built everything, materialistic life.
For making ablution, for taking wudu.
Very small things.
He
could have asked somebody, he could have, so he didn't research, he didn't read. Again, it's not something that I have to put hours and hours. I go online and say, Shia way of doing wudu. Right now,
or
on
ask
YouTube.
someone who is just doing it.
So we have to keep in mind then that our kids, ourselves, are we living in darkness or not? Aqidah, ahkam, and akhlaq. As I said, they are the manifestation of Allah's attributes. And here we say, وَالْمُظْهِرِينَ لِأَمْرِ اللَّهِ وَنَهْيِهِ. They are the manifestors of Allah's order and prohibition. I want to know what Allah is ordering me to do. In this situation, I'm about to make a decision between this or this, between this job or this job, between this spouse or this spouse. I like one spouse because of her physical appearance. I like this spouse because of her or his beauty. But akhlaq and morality and deen, the second one has, even though she's beautiful, but I'm more attracted to this beauty than that beauty. Well, Rasulullah and Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam have said, Rasulullah says, if a person comes and asks your daughter's hand, man tardawna deenahu wa khuluqah, the one that you like his religiosity and his morality, give him the hand of your daughter.
Not only looking at the beauty of the face.
Yes, that is an element, but that should not be the only. But this day and age, what do we see? The one who has better, higher degree, 2 bachelors and a master's and a PhD and has a car and has a 6-figure salary, well, that's the one who gets better spouse. Well, Ahlul Bayt set us a road, gave us a GPS. This is the way. Allah is ordering to go right here, left here, right here, left here.
We are going totally the wrong direction.
Completely. We put the GPS aside. We say, like, typically, for example, I'm always giving this example, when we buy something new, it comes with a manual.
Yeah.
We put the manual aside, we try to put it together. Midway, we see, well, it's not matching. This piece doesn't match this piece. Okay, let's go back to the manual.
So why don't you start with the manual at the beginning?
Why don't you? Well, we have to open it. When you open it, it's going to get loose. So in every decision that we're about to make, Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam have given us teaching. Again, Risalat al-Huquq as an action plan.
Indeed, yeah.
Tuhaf al-Uqul action plan. I want to hopefully can talk about this segment, that they are wal-haqq, because everybody says truth. Everybody claims that I have the truth.
Yeah.
My path is the truth. And they bring proof from Quran. Those people who behead other people, Daesh and ISIS.
How can they be the truth?
They didn't bring, for example, Bhagavad from the Hinduism. No, they say based on Quran, we kill people. And the person who's being killed also believes in Quran.
Allah.
So who is truth? Or for example, these people say that Muawiyah, may Allah bless him, killed Imam Ali, may Allah bless him. How can they both be blessed? One is oppressed, one is oppressor. So one must be the truth. Haqq should be one. And here we read, وَالْحَقُّ مَعَكُمْ وَفِيكُمْ. Verily, the truth is always with you, amid you. We see also Amir al-Mu'minin قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله الحق مع علي وعلي مع الحق يدور حيث يدور. Everywhere that Imam Ali alayhi salam goes, the truth goes with him. Not vice versa. Not that truth goes somewhere, Imam Ali says, okay, this is the truth, let me go follow it. No, Imam Ali alayhi salam is the manifestation of truth. So everywhere that Imam Ali goes, that's where the truth is. Al-haqqu ma'akum, it's with you, awafikum, and it's in you. Wa minkum, from you. Wa alaykum, and to you. Wa antum ahluhu wa ma'dinuh. You are the people and the core of it, of the truth. Wa mirathun nubuwati indakum. The inheritance of prophethood is with you. Wa iyabul khalq ilaykum. The ultimate destination of the creature is to you. I mean, I challenge anybody to go and research, because I did my bachelor in religious studies. I studied a lot of religions. A lot of religions in these 4 years we read one after one after one after one. Alhamdulillah that I picked this as my major. So I believe Shia and the madhab of Ahl al-Bayt alayhim salam is the truth, not because of my parents. Because of my research of 4 years reading all the other religions, they don't have what we have within the teachings of Ahl al-Bayt alayhim
So
salam.
finally, after all these research, you found out that Islam, and specifically Shia religion, is the true religion, and following Ahlul Bayt is the true path that we can just
Very
do.
true.
Thank you so much, Sheikh Mustafa Akhound, for this great lecture and for this great information that you just gave us out of the Ziyarat Jama. Actually, unfortunately, we don't have enough time to go through all the passages, all the words and sentences in this dua, but inshallah, respected viewers will recite this dua by going through each word and just concentrating and thinking about each sentence, inshallah. We don't have that much time to continue this conversation, but I would like to mention one thing, that Imam Hussein TV channel is trying to have a good project for people who would like to contribute in healing and, let's say, to solving this problem which is just spreading all over the world. You know, actually, there is, as we just discussed at the beginning of this show, Ziyara Ashura has got a very important effect on solving problems, especially in these days that we are just, we have such a special hardship and problem with the viruses and the other things. Imam Hussein TV channel is advising all people who would like to join this great community of reciting Ziyarat Ashura just to send their names and numbers to Imam Hussein TV channel and say and tell us and say that they are going to recite Ziyara Ashura for 40 days. So inshallah, for this Ziyara Ashura being recited, Almighty save us and keep us safe from every hardship and disease which is just spreading all over the world, inshallah. Thank you once again, Sheikhna, for this great lecture, for this great conversation and topic. And inshallah, I hope to have you once again here in this show and in other shows to have more information. Just learn from you,
time of the viewers, inshallah. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, by the blessing of Imam Al Hadi alayhi salam and the shrine of Abdullah Al Hussein and Abu Fadl Abbas alayhi salam, to cure all the ill people. And before that, the most important dua to be for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to hasten the appearance of our beloved Imam Mahdi ajalallah ta'ala Faraj Sharif. So with your permission, inshallah, read dua al-Faraj, and inshallah we will conclude. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Allahumma kulli waliyika al-Hujjat ibn al-Hasan salawatuka alayhi wa ala aba'ih في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد.
Thank you so much, Sheikhna, and have a great night. Thank you so much.
Likewise.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, viewers of Imam Hussein TV. Welcome to our live show tonight. Anger is the topic. Why is it that at certain moments in life, some people actually regret the mistakes they make? They erupt suddenly. Perhaps a husband may get upset at his wife in an angry moment. A wife may get upset at her husband. Children may get upset. Parents may get upset at their children. Youth are running wild. Hormones are playing about. Excuses are being made. Let's discuss this in detail some of. Also, we find that at random moments in life, in society, road rage erupts. And then we also progress, we calm down. But at times, we progress and then we get upset again. Let's look at the Quran, a key ayat. Those who spend benevolently in ease as well as in straightness, and those who restrain their anger and pardon men, and Allah loves the doers of good to others. With that in mind, I'd like to welcome Dr. Sayyid Amar Naqshwani. Assalamu alaikum, Dr. Sayyid Amar Naqshwani.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
It's a privilege once again to have you on this live show tonight.
Thank you so much.
And we are going to be examining the topic of anger.
With the hope that we don't get angry with each other by the end of the show.
Inshallah. I also do urge, just before I do pose the questions to Dr. Sayyid Amar Naqshwani, to call in. The telephone number is 07939 917 163. We also have a campaign with Ziyarat al-Ashura, and I do urge also people to read Ziyarat al-Ashura in the holy name of Imam Zaman alayhi